Hey guys, I think I'm off mute. There we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one to Mother.
Hey Jim, I meant to invite you, but it's good you got an invite. Make sure that I believe we're going to have the man, the myth, the legend, Hans Jordaan, or is it Jordaan?
That would be Hannes Jordaan.
Wow. Hannes Jordaan. Oh, yeah. Now you're talking.
No worries, I accept any variations of that.
Yeah. So is that Sweden or German?
Yeah, the name is actually Swedish. After many years, I actually discovered that the Swedish do use that name quite a bit. And Jordaan, I think, is just a deviation of Jordan. But yeah, so I don't know, it's from somewhere.
Nice. Yeah, I really appreciate you spending some time with us tonight. So what country you live in and what time zone you in? And
I'm in South Africa, and it's currently 3 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So
wow, you're a soldier. You're the soldier of Bitcoin. Soldier of the Matrix. A green pill or red pill?
I was getting the.
I don't know if the Matrix is big over there.
Yeah, take your pick.
So we're getting
Absolutely.
So we're getting some people popping on. We'll give it a little bit. So what we're going to do tonight, guys, is I'm pretty much going to just introduce Hans Jordaan. Your bandwidth.
That's fine.
Okay. So we'll give it a few more minutes. Let people pop on, and I think you know a little bit about me, Hans. I've been online ever since they turned the internet on. I always joke with my people. Back in the day, dial up, those days, and built quite a few big businesses online. Love Bitcoin, love cryptocurrency. Saw your program, and we dug in pretty deep. I think we have about 250, 260. We're creeping close to 300 members on our team. And, love the program. For me, what I've done in my career online is I really focus on a team and a system, building the network, plugging in, the appropriate program such as yours as the income vehicle. I do multiple streams of income, but at the end of the day, I try to focus on at least one program to come out of the gate with, right? Love the program that you have around, coming in at 20 and you have the 100, you have the 500. It's almost, I talk about your program like you almost have like multiple streams of income within one program. Because what happens is that builders like us or like me, I come in for a $20 program. I'm like, well, I want to go do a $100 program. I want to do a $500 program, but you keep it in-house, which is great. Because at the end of the day, I also talk a lot about when you stick together with a team, right, that you have so much more power and you can leverage that team upwards and the money continues to flow up, flow down, flow up. And at the end of ultimately we build our own network and we build our own economy, right, around Bitcoin. So I'm pretty excited. Love the opportunity to, we'll probably take it light. I'm going to give you the controls ultimately where you can just kind of have at it, introduce yourself, a little bit of background, a little bit about what you've been up to, why you started Crypto Builder, right? I tell the story that, Hans maybe just got a little bored, right? You just, he said, I'm going to do this again because I know that you've done quite a bit, right? And so maybe you can tell your side of kind of, the how, what, where of Crypto Builder, maybe some of the current and future plans, right? And then I don't know if you have slides you want to share anything. We don't want to get too formal. And then we'll open the floor up for questions We don't want to grill you, but we just want to get some insight on some things. Does that sound like a plan? Let me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we had about.
Absolutely.
I think we had about 100 registered, and we have 100 attending. So we have a pretty good number, both in terms of registration and attendees. Over in the chat, guys, I also want to emphasize you may want to start to just type some questions, and I'll try to scan those and read them out to Hans. I'll open up, also I'll give you the opportunity to open up the mic so you can talk and ask the question perhaps. All right, so let me see here. Let me go to your settings. And do you think you're going to want control, or you want to just talk for a little bit, Hans?
Let me talk a little bit and just give people a bit of background about myself, and then I've already released a video that explains. I know there's a few mistakes in that, but a video that explains it. But I'd gladly take everyone through the whole process again. And then let's open up for Q&A.
That's okay. Sounds good. I did give you the control, so you do have freedom to where I think everyone's kind of seeing you. I want to say in the spotlight, and also whatever you will share. You have opportunity to share if you need to.
Okay. Let me go ahead. All right. Yeah, as mentioned, my name is Hannes Jordaan. I'm from South Africa. And I've been in crypto space, basically about 2.5 years, not that long. Some people are much more seasoned in the space, but I do understand the blockchain and cryptos in general, and know how it functions and how it operates, and also the whole idea behind it is to give the control of money back to the people. And I'm fully on with that philosophy. And to me, it was important to start a program that firstly introduce people to the crypto space, as well as to give them the tools to accumulate, specifically Bitcoin. There are many coins out there, but I still believe that Bitcoin is the coin, as well as that the growth of Bitcoin will continue to permeate the environment. So, but to get back, and that's how I started ZARFund. I don't want to spend much time on that, but ZARFund, in a great sense, did what I expected it to do. It brought in a lot of people that never knew about these things but wanted to get involved, and so with the 300,000 plus members over there, a lot of people, I got a lot of feedback from people that said that it was the first time they got involved in cryptos, and that opened their eyes about the crypto world, and they got involved, and a lot of them made quite a bit of money with the program. And I wanted to improve on that in Crypto Boulder by taking some of the stuff that was lacking in the previous program and bring it into the new program, and make it even easier for people to get started, especially with the money. I didn't want to keep it strictly Bitcoin, that you had to pay a certain amount of Bitcoin, but I wanted people to rather, because of the fluctuation, to pay the value of at least around $20 in Bitcoin. And that's why it's functioning that way. The other thing is that, like you already mentioned, that I wanted an ecosystem where you get people that ask for, say, just $20, or the least amount that people want to get in, because some people are more inclined to the poor and poor people that want to get involved and want to start making money in crypto. And then there's those that already have teams. They also looking at the bigger picture, and they want to go, bigger and faster, because that's why I've got the additional matrices attached. Now we only have 2 active at the moment, and depending on how the numbers run on the second one, on the ambitious matrix, I will open up the 3rd matrix later on. But then that one I want to include members to give opinions about that. Do they think the $500 is the correct amount? And is it, do they rather want it company forced or again team forced, like these 2 matrices? And so we will open that up for discussion so that the members can just give their input once we reach a stage where it's viable to open the 3rd matrix. If there's any questions at the moment, I know there was a question that was raised about the PIF system. I'm looking into that, and I'll discuss it with the programmer to see how we can make that a possibility, that people can, in their back office, type in probably that someone, we'll see how it's going to work. But yeah, I'm looking into that, and we'll see how we can do that. If there's any other specific questions, I can, then we can work on that and give you feedback. Otherwise, if there's nothing specific at the moment, then I can go over and start explaining the opportunity so that people that are on the call can understand what we're dealing with and how to progress in the system. Is there anybody, any questions? Robert, I don't know if you want to read questions or anything that you see that's pertinent or anything that you think that we should address now. Okay. Let me go ahead. I see there's a few questions. Well, let's start at the beginning. This is mainly a Q&A. Okay, let me unmute Robert.
Yeah, it's like,
sorry, Robert, I didn't. I'm still catching on to this.
no, it's like,
You're
let me go
unmuted.
back. So yeah, no, yeah, I'm actually should be the host, and I'm giving you the host, and you give me the host. So when I gave you the host, I unmuted myself. Okay. I need you to mute me back, so it's no biggie. But no, I think we could maybe just leave the questions to the end, kind of thing. And if you want to, go ahead and just, I think, just from my perspective, real basic around. You come in at 20, and you get 2 people. They pay you 40. 40 goes to your second level, and then all of a sudden, people ask, well, if I just buy 64 positions, can I make 219,000? So we all got to understand where the money comes from, right? It essentially comes from the bottom up, almost to a certain degree. It spills, the members spill down, but the money comes up.
Yeah.
And so in order to get $80 payments, 260 payments, all these bigger payments, you need a certain amount of people below you upgrading up the levels until they then pay you. What I have a question about is that a lot of matrices I've worked in, I look at it as levels and stages, right? So there's level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, but then there's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So what happens is in some matrices is that everyone just spills down your 2x6, and then you see your matrix almost filled. But at the end of the day, they upgrade from stage 1 to stage 2 with the payments. And so where are the payments coming from effectively, right? Where are your $60 or your $40 payments coming from, your $80 payments coming from? Is it level 3 paying stage 3, level 4 paying stage 4 payments, things of that? So I think we just need a little bit more clarity on that so people can start to conceptualize the numbers. And because what people start, how I look at it also real simple is that if you look down the matrix, right, it's 2, 4, 8, 16. I tell my folks, you almost want to go, what's 4 times 4? 16. You kind of need at least 16 people to start getting paid on that level. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, but then you go to 8. 8 times 8, 64. You kind of need at least 64 people down below in order to start getting those payments on level 3. And then it's what, 16 times 16 is about 136 people or whatever it is. So you need like 136 people down below you paying up, start generating that cash. The cash doesn't just rain from any. So that's what I think we need. And I don't know if you've said you already did a video like this. Are you going to put it on the cryptobuilder.com site? And if it's already there, my bad, I haven't seen it. But that's probably something that we can start sharing with folks and put it into our team funnels and things like that. So I'll kind of stop there, but I think we need to kind of like the Crypto Builder 101.
All
right.
Okay.
I won't mute myself because I'll mute myself. Just make sure you remember to unmute me so I don't make.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, let me share screen and get this ball running. Okay, just a thumbs up if you can see the screen or can see my screen. You can see it? Anybody thumbs up? Just a thumbs up if you can see the screen. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah. Okay, let's continue. So we were busy with the tortoise matrix. When you start, you pay your $20 worth of Bitcoins. On your first level, so you pay 1 level up. I will draw this out in a moment, but let's just look at this for a minute. So on your first level, you will have 2 people that you invited, and they will each pay $20. The income thus on level 1 is $40. The whole amount is used to upgrade you to the second level. So that $40 will be paid to upgrade you to the second level. All right, so there's no profit on the first level. Then now that you're on the second level, your downline on your first level need to bring in each their 2. Those 4 people that now is on your second level, but remember they are your first level, or your first level downlines, they're under them as their first level. So then they will be paying $40 each, which equals $160. So it's $40 times 4, it equals $160. The upgrade fee to level 3 is $80. And that leaves you with a profit of $60. Okay, now one thing you need to keep in mind, how does the people on level 2, how do they pay you that $40? They first need to find their 2 each, which is 8 people, that's actually on your third level. So your third level is their level 1. So your second level, their level 1 is your third level. They each got their 2 people, and they upgraded. They paid their $20, and that enabled your second level downline to pay you the $40. By the way, that all happens automatically in the system. Okay, so it's automatically done. It's not a out of your pocket payment. It is because of people down below that's upgrading and paying for their level 1s and level 2s, etc. Okay, but let me draw this out so that you can understand it even more clearly. Let me get that tool. All right. So this is you. Okay, let's just use a better color. for this. So this is you. And there's 6 levels above you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels above you. So you start out with your first level. You've got 2 people that join you, that you invited, or that might have spoke down. Okay. So this person then pays you $20. If I write ugly, it's because I'm using the mouse to write. So bear with me. So each of these people pay you $20. That is, okay, you started off by paying $20 to your first level upline. Now that you receive $20 from each, so you've got $40 goes to upgrade you to your second level upline. Okay. Now you can actually receive payments from your second level. So these guys get to work and they each bring in their 2. Okay. And again, these guys will start paying their level 1 the $20. And as they receive their $20, now they are eligible to upgrade to level 2. Now you are their level 1 upline, so that your upline is their level 2 upline. So they will pay the person that brought you in with $40. And let's just change these colors a little. Let's make it that color. So they will pay their upline $40. Okay, this money is not coming to you. This is just to explain how everyone makes money in a system. All right. So now we've got these guys, and what happens is they pay up to $20 to their first level upline. I've already showed that. So these will be those. And let me clear that one. All right. So now we've got these 2 that paid up and they paid their second level upline. Now when do they pay you? When does these people, they've already paid you, but now this is your second level. So let me get the levels correct. So this is level 1 and this is your level 2. Okay. So when level 2, when do they pay you for level 2? So they first need to bring in their 2. When they bring in their 2 each, then they will have received enough. So they pay $20. So they've received enough to upgrade to level 2. And that means they need to pay, they already paid this one as their first level upgrade or upline, and then your second level. So they will go start and pay level 2. And that's you. And that's where you receive your $40 payments. Okay, and that's how it goes on ad infinitum. Now, let me take it a little bit further, because you do need to understand the dynamics of where level 3 payments comes from. So this is now level 2. Let me just change it back to that color again. Getting confused here with the colors. So this is level 3. All right. So these are level 3 guys, level 3, level 3, level 3. Now they go out and they find their 2 guys each. Okay, so this is your level 4 being built. So level 4. All right. So let's look at level 3. When does level 3 pay you? But let me draw another leg down. Okay, so this will be level 5. Okay, so remember we know this with level 3. We want to know when will they pay us? So they first need to receive payments from their level 1. Okay, it's for them to enable them to upgrade to level 2. And then they want to pay you, so they need to receive payments. So when they received level 1, they immediately, that $40 is used to upgrade them to level 2, so they pay the upline. Now they need to receive that payments from their level 2. So this is level 3, this is their level 1, and their level 2. So when level 2 pays them the $40 from each of their members, then those 40, it makes $80. And remember, the upgrade level to level 3 is $80. So they will pay you once they receive from your level 4 and your level 5. So when your level 4 pays your level 3 and your level 5 pays your level 3, they will have received enough. They've then upgraded to level 2 as well as level 3. And that's the basics. So there's always, on level 1, people only pay with their money. Okay, let me take this out of the way. All right. So what you need to understand, on level 1, everyone pays level 1, and that's all you do when it comes to payment. And depending on how many positions you want to buy, that will have an influence on your growth of your matrix. And it will also, what you also need to keep in mind, when you buy multiple positions, then you will need to bring in more people under those positions. Generally speaking, you need to, if you take another position, let's say you've got one position, now you need to bring in 2 people. Take 2 positions, then you already brought one in for the one position, so you need to bring in another one for that position, but you need to bring in another 2 positions to fill the other additional position that you bought. So now you need to bring in 3 people instead of just 2. So if you take 3 positions, now you need to bring in 4 people instead of just the usual 2 if you took one position. So buying multiple positions is basically for networkers, people that already have a team or they know how to recruit and they can bring in multiple people. Then buying multiple positions is a good idea. All right. Like I went through with you, so on level 1, you bring in your 2 people, they actually pay the upgrade to your level 2. Now for your level 2 to upgrade again, they need payments from your level 3, which is their level 1, and once they pay up, then your level 2 will pay and upgrade to level 2. Level 3, again, they need to receive, they will first need to pay level 1, then they need to pay level 2, and then only after they've paid level 1 and level 2, then they will be able to pay for level 3 and pay the level 3 payment of $80 to you. But for them to be able to pay your level 3, they first have to receive from their level 1, and they will have needed to receive from their level 2. That gives them enough funds so that they can upgrade to level 3. So those are all automated payments. Let's take it just one step further. Level 4. For level 4 to pay you for level 4, so they need to pay the $260 to upgrade to level 4. So the level 4 payment or the level 4 upgrade fee is $260. All right. Once they pay that and they receive that from their level 3, so it's always one level lower than the number that they need to pay. But now that's what we're looking at. For level 4 to pay you, they first need to receive payments from their level 1, which is your level 5. They need to receive payments from their level 2, which is your level 6. And then they need to receive payments from your level 7, which is their level 3. Once they receive level 3 payments, then they will be able to upgrade and pay the $260 to upgrade to level 4. And those payments will then come to you. All right, so I hope that's a little bit clearer on how where the money comes from to upgrade each position. All right, this is a short version, but once you follow the logic of how this works, then you should be able to understand. I've also put it out on the spreadsheet where it takes you step by step. So if you follow it step by step, you first start with $20. So you're out of your pocket, you upgrade to level 1, so you start with $20. Now that you are upgraded and you are on level 1, now you can receive payments from your level 1. So you've got 2 people on your level 1 downline, which each pays $20. That $20, so your balance, when the first person pays, your balance in your back office is $20. When the second payment comes in, then your balance is $40. That $40 is used to upgrade you to level 2. All right. Immediately, then you start receiving 4 payments for level 2. Because now you've got 4 people on level 2. So the first payment comes in, $40, and it goes to your balance. Immediately, $20 of that $40 is used to buy a new position for you in your matrix. So it just scrolls down and falls on the next available position that needs to be filled. So then $20 is used to upgrade you or to pay you for a new position in the matrix, and you have $20 left over in your balance. Then you start receiving your second payment for level 2 or 4 payments. So you receive $40 and that goes to your balance. So the 40 plus the 20 that was already in your balance equals now $60 in your balance. Then you receive your third payment of 4 payments of $40 in your second level, and that gives you $100. Now you have enough to upgrade to level 3. So $80 is deducted of the $100 and it's paid for you to upgrade to level 3. The $80. So you have $20 left over in your balance. So the fourth payment comes in, the last payment for level 2, $40 gets paid to you. So now you have $60. That $60 goes to your withdrawal or payout. So it gets paid out to your wallet that you indicated on the system. Now, just a word on that is that you might not receive the full $60 because depending on what the value is of Bitcoin, when these previous payments gets paid to you, that will be the payment amount that is captured on the system when it cycles. So it might not be the full $60, it might be 52, 54, 56, 58, doesn't matter. In the end, it is because of the value. We don't charge any fees. When you make a payment in the system, then your Bitcoin wallet vendor, they charge a fee and that gets deducted or added to the amount. So when you make a payment, always ensure that you pay a little bit more just to ensure that you cover that fee. Otherwise, it will come through as a payment that's not sufficient, that's not the full amount, and you'll get a message from Point Payments, who handles all the payments, to that effect, that tells you or shows you that you still need to pay in a little bit more. Okay, so we started on level 3. Well, the next thing is to receive payments on level 3. So on level 3, you will receive 8 payments. As people fill those positions, then you will start receiving those payments. Okay, so once you receive the first payment of $80, it goes to your balance. Then that $80 is used to buy 4 positions in your matrix, and thus your balance goes to 0. Then the next payment coming in, the second payment of 8 payments, $80 goes to your balance. The third, the fourth, and the 8th payments comes in, so you have a total of $320. $260 then gets deducted to upgrade you to 4th level, so you will have left over in your balance $60. The withdrawal, the $60 will be paid to your wallet, and then you will, when you get your 6th payment of $80, again it will be paid to your wallet. The 7th payment will be paid to your wallet, and the 8th payment. So in the end, you will have received, on your 3rd level, you will have received $300 as indicated on the chart. Okay, so every time it builds up to, you don't get $300 at one time, or $2,800. It doesn't collect all that until it reaches that amount. It actually pays it as the amounts comes in. Then those gets paid out to you. All right. So, and that's that's the logical progression of how payments come in and how they get paid out to your account. And that's basically how the system works, and that's how it operates. And so let me open up the floor for the questions. Robert, I will unmute you again so that you can just look at what people are asking, and just give me feedback on what you think the pertinent questions as we cover.
Yeah, let me see, and then I'll fire a couple questions at you. You get the ball rolling. One of the things I wonder about, and you answered it, as you earn, you get new positions in the matrix, right? So for me as a leader, to your point, I bought about 6 positions that are sprinkled throughout my organization, pretty close to the top, in order to fund and help grow my business. I'm taking probably half of all the money I make back, and I'll just put it right back into the business. But and I have like 100 new positions bought just from profits. And I have 2 or 3 of my 6 top positions now are already at that 260, level 3, level 4. I'm just getting ready to crack the bigger coin. So I'm excited. But my question is, out of the 100 positions that are all been bought for me, I have noticed, right, that they go into my existing matrices and fill my gaps. But I think what one person was asking me and other people are asking me is, if you go and physically buy another spot, does it fill into your existing? Like if I go, for instance, I want to go ahead and buy a second spot, but I want to do it where I use my own referral link, log out, go back in as a second position under myself. Will it go under my own matrix? And then also, I guess the more the question is, the positions that are automatically bought in the system, they get positioned in my own matrix, as far as I understand it. And then do they begin now a whole nother pay progression such as this? Meaning every position I have 100 positions, I could, times 200,000 if I max them all out. Do you understand the question?
I do, yeah. Let me explain to this. I'm going to do a whiteboard again.
Okay.
And so when you start with your first position, the new positions, the repurchase positions, so you got your 2 people. Okay, now we're starting with level 3. Oh, well, with level 2. And on level 2, part of the perks is that you get 1 new position. Now that position, so when these guys start filling, then, and if these guys are not quick, then your first position will go, and let me just explain this. So you will have your first position, repurchase position, will fall always on the weakest leg. So in this scenario, this is the weakest leg. The second one, if you use your link now and you want to buy another position, then it will go to this leg, because now this is the weakest leg. So it always looks for the weakest leg. So, and then these guys might start filling in and so on. But let's say you're at the standstill. Nobody else is bringing in people. Then the third person that your link will bring in will fill this position. Okay, and then, no, sorry, not that one. Let me clear that quickly. It will fill this position. Okay, and the fourth person coming in will fill this position. So it's always looking for the weakest spot in each leg, and then only will it start filling in the rest. Okay. Now, now that we've got that out of the way, all right, let me clear that. So when you start recruiting, or when you start using your link, then let's put it first. When you receive new recruits when you receive a new position in the matrix, it's posted in your matrix, nobody else's, your matrix, and it looks for the weakest leg, so it will start filling on the weakest leg. So don't look at one person in your matrix and think, okay, they're gonna follow your link and then fill those two spots and then move to the next person. It will fill one spot and then look for someone else in your matrix that hasn't got a spot filled yet on that level. So when you fill that spot, when the matrix fills that spot through your link or through buying new positions or through spillover, it will always look for the weakest spot or the weakest leg and then fill the weakest spot in that part of your matrix. Now, the more spots you have that's being bought in the system for you, in a sense, you have to work a little bit harder, because those spots are bought for you, and if everyone keeps on working, because the essential that everyone needs to do is to bring in at least 2 people. But you want to reach the higher numbers, and that's why it's a continuous thing. We need to develop networkers to have the mindset, and that's where I take off my hat off to guys like you that actually put a system in place where they keep track of who they bring in to whichever opportunity they bring them in, and they build on that. They don't redo the work. They keep on building on that, and that's so crucial for people to really reach the higher echelons of the networking structure, where they have built up a team that follows them everywhere. I mean, all you need to look for then is a structure that enables you to further on that, to build on that, and for everyone to keep making money. And that's where it's at. People need to develop the mindset and say, listen, this is my job. This is what I do. Because the money is good. The money is exceptional if you can follow and build on your previous, whatever you built in the past. Because there will always be programs that, they fail, or the admin runs away with the money, or stuff like that happens. And by the way, I'm not one of those. Whatever program I start will run. Doesn't matter. Even if it costs me, but I will always ensure that the members can use it to make money. That's why when people ask me, listen, but are you registered? Is your business registered? And somebody asked me today in the support, where's the white paper for your ICO, and you know, all kinds of things.
Yeah, I
And,
got your white paper.
I look at it this way.
Right.
I develop a system, an opportunity. This is not a business. This is an opportunity. This is a system.
Right.
You either use it to your advantage by taking responsibility. I'm heavy on responsibility. People need to know what they get themselves into. They need to go through the videos. And by the way, let me just answer on that question that you offered earlier. Was there is a video, it was released just a couple of hours ago, where I went through a guy, Ian Hart. We sat together and I took him through the whole process, and I explained to him, and I answered his questions, and I put that up as a video just so that people have that. It's also on the How It Works page. It is there. And so people will have access to go and have a look at that.
Okay.
Another change in the program that's recent was I've put up the testimonials.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the members started sending in testimonials, so I've captured those and I've just put it up so that guests and members are in their back office. They can go and have a look at those testimonials, and we can add to that so that people learn more. But let's move on. I hope I've answered your question sufficiently that you with.
Yeah. We have a few more.
And that you.
We have a few more. So yeah, Eon's on our team, so I have to get with him. So we'll probably capture that video and incorporate it into our team, put it into our Facebook group and things. The other question I have is that we talked about initially when the company started, whether it was team or company forced. And I think there's advantages and disadvantages to both, right? I think that I was in a matrix. I was in a matrix before with company force, and I brought in like 300 people, and there was only like 10 people below me. 290 were somewhere else. I didn't even know where they're at. So team force could be a really good thing, and that's kind of why I like the fact that the $20 is a team force. Now, you said in the forum that the $100 matrix is now company force, but I think the $100 matrix is also team force. No, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Initially, there was a bit of when we set it up, the programmer forgot to set the setting on team force, so it was for a very short time. When it kicked off, it was set on company force, and that created quite a bit of a stir because everybody was expecting team force, but we couldn't change it back. Once I discovered the problem, we changed it so that it could be team force. But then people, and then I put out the poll so that people can give me an indication that they want the company force or the team force. Now, I don't want to label people this way, but in a sense, lazy people or people that just looking for an investment vehicle, they're very keen on going for the company force because then all they need to do is just jump in and hope for a spillover and hope for people to fill up under them and so on. And but yeah, strangely enough, most people wanted the company forced matrix, but it was too late to change it to company forced anyways. And so we, sorry Robert, let me just unmute you again.
Sorry, I'm
fine.
okay,
there we go.
I haven't talked to my mom in a few weeks.
No worries.
No, I haven't talked to my mom in a few weeks, and she called. I had to unmute myself to say, "Mom, can I call you in half an hour?" All right. So I think we're okay with that because, trust me, I'm all about being in control of your own destiny, and training my people to be also in control of their destiny and not relying on let me just join and do nothing and make money. I mean, we know how that works out. So the 20 and the 100 is team force, all good. And what I tell my people, though, is that before you go to the 100, make sure you check with your sponsor, make sure that they're going to go to the 100. If not, then you go ahead. If they want to, wait for them to get in, and then you can get in underneath them, correct? You don't want to jump your sponsor That's the only thing that we're having right now, because it takes a little bit of time, right, to earn enough money to get to the 100.
Yeah.
The other big question, Hans, that, it's like the elephant in the room. We know that you have quite a network, especially with Czar Fund, right? You had 300, 400,000 people. I don't know if they all just became millionaires and got a yacht and retired from network marketing. But can you give us a sense of who do you think, how are you going to go about now telling it about to everyone? And then what do you you have a feel the next 3 months? Will there be 50,000 people in Crypto Builder? Or will there be 20,000? Will there be 100,000? Or you don't really know? What's your sense there?
Okay, the reason why I haven't invited the Czar Fund database yet was because I first needed to put something up that would take people from step 1 to step 10, so that they could follow the progression or understand what they get themselves into, because Czar Fund was like that, where to make a success in the program, you actually needed to understand. It's not a question of just jump in because now it's the next thing. You needed to understand how it functions to be able to be in a position to make an informed decision if this is for you or not. Now, Czar Fund far exceeded all expectations in its growth and so on. But I hope to do the same with Crypto Builder. Now that we have a video app that explains that, and I want to expand on that, even make smaller little videos that tackles from how to sign up and how to buy your position, and the first one level, that's a video on its own. Level 2, exactly how it functions and how it builds up and so on. That's not necessary to kick off with Czar Fund, the database. I'm there, so we can use what we have now, and that's what the next step will be, is to formulate an email that will go out to the whole database, and I might start with the top earners in the network of Czar Fund, simply to give them the edge that they deserve to start. So I will start with people that reach level 6 and reach level 5 and reach level 4, and let those emails go out and invite them to come in. And then, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Because the top earners, they are people they are networkers. They probably bought their yachts and everything, but they've got a love for the game. Right. They actually want to help their teams like you guys. They want to progress, and they want to help as many people as possible to actually start making good money in the program, at least not losing anything.
Right.
That's
right. Yeah.
They learned people lose anything, but to actually start making this a living and see that it's exciting. It helps people.
Right.
And that's the next move that I'll be working on this week, to start inviting the top earners.
All right, now you're talking my language, Hans. You're talking my language. That's it, right? I think they learned what I learned about 15 years ago. If I could make you money, I make money, right? And so what comes around goes around. The other important question, though, right? Let's say 20,000 people join in the next month, and it's team forced. Does the overall 2x6 somehow merge somehow, or is it just going to be a big runaway leg with all your folks, and we're over here in no man's land, and we're not going to get the love of a holistic company? That was the only concern I had from team and force and company force, because it's all about, humans are herders, right? They love to be a part of a big thing, bigger than themselves. So maybe you can expound upon that. Does it merge eventually, and then we're all like one big happy family helping each other earn, or is it just one big fat runaway leg?
No. The way it is at the moment, we got strong leaders and we got strong legs, and then we do have weak legs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I send out the invitation, it will be the admin link that goes out, because the admin link is right at the top, and then it will start filling those empty spots. So all the weaker legs will start filling up.
Nice.
So it's love for everybody. And the whole idea is that I'm not going to go and build somewhere, even if those people deserve it because they're hardworking. I do want everybody to make money in the system. So to me, I want to keep it in that way. I want to keep it fair, even though it's unfair to people that really do work hard and they build their teams and they've got runaway legs. But it will catch up. It will catch up. As more and more people, we're still small enough. We're sub 5,000. We're not even there. We're not close. We're not there that it's going to make a huge difference in one leg. It's better to have it slow down and follow those empty legs. And
I thought that, I've been pinging a few leaders in your company, and there's a few here and there. Jim is on the call. Jim Watts is another big leader in the company. And so, all right, spot on. I mean, I think you think the right way, because as a leader and a company owner, the more people you can have make money, then the healthier your company is, the more they want to go out and share it. Wow. I mean, what else? So I'll open it up now. If anyone has questions, they can raise their hand and ask. But my takeaway right now is like, okay, I just need to get a little bit busier. I brought in maybe 200 people. I just need to bring in 400, 800, 1,000, and that'll happen in the next 30 days. Trust me. Because when I keep doing what I do, see what happens is it takes 3, 4, 5, 6 different connects or videos or messages to people where they go, okay, all right, so what are you doing again? Because it's been like a month and you're starting to show me some really good money. Okay, now I'm interested, you know what I'm saying? So there's going to be that big momentum curve that starts to happen. And then we're going to get the girth of the company and viral. It's already becoming viral, which is a really good thing. And you have a great reputation, which is a good thing. We have a good horse to ride. So I don't know. I mean, if you guys have any questions, let me go back out. If you want to raise your hand, if you have anything to ask, you can type it in there. I can read it to Hans. The other thing I wanted to say real quick, guys, is that I'll probably, in the next 5-10 minutes, Hans, I'll let you go. And then I'll spend another 10-15 with my team, just kind of rounding up, because I have housekeeping and things and updates on the team build, but I want to make sure we retain you. Ask mine, please. So say Tony just asked one, so hang on. How will those top earners be placed? So Tony was asking just how the top earners are placed. I think you kind of answered it, Hans, in terms of it's going to come in from the top, and then the top earners will fill the gaps, and then they'll build and fill, or will they just come in on certain links? I think you said they're going to come in off the top admin link when you bring in your top earners.
You see, the thing is that, and people need to keep this in mind. If you build your structure, now your money comes from every level.
Right.
Okay. You might, and this is what happens is you might even be outstanding on your second level income, but already start receiving third level income because you're upgraded. So when you're upgraded in third level, you might start receiving third level income while you're still outstanding on second level income. Now, the reason why I say that is when you start building your system, you want to fill those empty spots, because those are the spots that the outstanding amounts that's still outstanding. Right. But again, those pushes for the higher amounts to also reach you on those almost dead levels.
I call it
that's why it's important for me to use the admin link. When I use the admin link, then it fills the whole structure, level by level. Now, level 1 to 6, from the admin perspective, has been filled a long time ago. But as you could have seen on the Facebook page, there's even members that have upgraded to level 5, while admin has not even upgraded to level 5 yet. You see. Now, when I start bringing in those people with the big guns, they will start filling in. Initially, you might not benefit from that because it needs to now build up. But once those guys start building up, some of the new guys will start falling in under your structure just because of overspill and overflow, etc. But yeah, it's a bit of a conundrum and a mind. I don't want to use the word, but
Right.
it could, battle with your
Trust.
mind a bit to understand. But
Yeah.
in the end, when you use the same strategy to
Right.
use your link instead of using someone else's link to place people, then you will fill all those empty spots, and that's what you want.
Okay, got it. Yeah. The other thing I had real quick, and I'll my top position, right? I have like 6 positions. My top position, you know, the little, when you go to the dashboard and the little blue numbers there, you know, and you click on them and you see a tree. And then the next one you click on, you see another tree. And you click on another tree.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering, here's what I would think it means commonsensically, right? Is that when I click on that first link, I see my first tree is completely filled, the whole 2x6. So when I click on the second link, it would think theoretically I'm looking at another 2x6 tree under my 2x6, meaning it's under one of the 64 on my last level. Is that right or no? Or does it start a whole nother tree somewhere? And where's hopefully that tree is going to be filled by your leaders or me? Because I have like 22 blue links. So I have 22 trees? You're killing me.
No, I'm with you. The way you should look at it is, Robert, you can have multiple positions.
Right.
Which you have.
Yep.
Now, each position is its own matrix. Don't confuse. Every position is like a new person starting out. Okay. So when you've got your first position filled from 2 to 6 and it's done there, it doesn't stop, because for your level 6 to make that level 6 payment, they need to receive from their level 5 payments to make that level 6 payment. That means your structure is now 11 levels deep. Okay. Now that you've got 11 levels, those levels need to be filled to make those payments that goes up, and those people again receive to make payments up.
Yep.
So each position that you have, you need to look at as a separate person. You can't combine them, you can't restructure them or look at, you have to look at, when you see your 6 fold, then the next thing to look at is the 2 that's on top, on your first level. Then you take the 1, you look at that structure and see, is it now fold? And you take the next one, you look at the structure, is that fold? And then you go to the 4, and you say, okay, let's go to this one, is that structure fold? And is that structure fold?
Got it.
That's the only way you will have a scope on where your structure is. It's not going to help you to go to level 6, anyone there. You first need to look at that. But again, it's an automated process. Once you use your link, then it's automated that your next level will fill up as you bring more people in. And as everybody, because the guys that work hard, you don't need to worry about those. They fill those structures, but you looking at your structure, that will give you an indication. This person is not working. Let me work with this system.
Would I almost want to use the 2 people on level, because maybe even me myself, I don't know, you have to look really closely. In fact, can you give me back the share screen? I want to show you my back office of my top position so I can get clear on this question. And everyone can watch, because I have nothing to hide. But I guess I'm asking is also, and it's great, because in terms of the first level, there's 2 people, right? Would I almost want to send their link out if their matrix hasn't been filled yet, in a sense, and then the people that will join them and fall down and fill that matrix? But then I don't want
to. Can you repeat that again? Sorry, I missed it.
No, it's all right. I understand. So my 2x6 is filled, right? And there's 64 people here. You said go to your first level, the 2 people, and look at them. I don't know if I have share yet. Hold on. I do. Okay. Let me share my screen. I'll show you. It'll be clearer. And I appreciate you staying up at 3 a.m.
No, That's no problem. I'm usually up this time.
Really?
Or around about 4.
What are you,
Around
Elon
about
Musk?
4, I'm up.
I know Elon, he only sleeps like 4 hours because he says that if I only sleep 4 hours and I work 20, I know that I'm working twice as hard as my competitors.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
I need my 10-hour beauty sleep though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
All right, here's my top.
I've got 5 kids.
I like this.
I've
5 kids.
So I've learned to, sleep's not a problem.
I have 3, so yeah, they're just and they're all home for spring break, so they're in my hair. All right, so here's my top position.
Number. I don't have a healthy number.
So here's my top position. Here's my question. So I have like, wait, is this the top position? Okay, yeah. So active positions, I have 40. That's all rebuys and stuff. Mm-hmm. But see here, see all these positions?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the top. Let me show you what I'm saying. And I know what you're saying here. Let me clarify. The tree viewer. So there it is. My entire 2x6 filled. That's my top position. So I go to level 1, maybe. Is that what it is? The other thing, the viewer doesn't fit on my screen, so that's another thing.
It's
Bear with me.
But the programmer, he used someone else's code just so that he could have at least something. But we'll work on it.
All right, let me go. I want to get to at least the position I'm trying to show you. All right, level 2. Wait, level 1. So Crypto Man, so I'll click, what you're saying is click on this guy and see if his 2x6 is filled. Which it looks like he is. So the other thing is I have to go back. I can't go back up. There's no backspace on the matrix viewer. So I go over to this other person. Bear with me. Other person. There it is. That's my position. I'm in level 1 under myself because I'm narcissistic and I'm in love with myself. But I see here, watch. I see this. See, here's me down below falling into my own self, which is another great thing, which is filling the matrix for everybody. This is why I tell my people, it's like, Hans is a friggin' genius, or his coders are. So see, so all my matrices are filled in that level. So I need to go down to the next level, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
And then so if I go to the next level, which is myself again, because I'm trying to make money so I can give it back to the company and my team. Trust me, it's like I only need a certain amount of money. I'm not in this to be a millionaire and sit on an island by myself with a Corona. See, that's all filled. So I can look at that on my own time. I don't want to spare. But see my question is that I'm always clicking on that. Let me click on this. This is where I'm a little bit lost. Theoretically, this 3755 should be in this or down below in the last level somewhere, you would think. But where is this matrix in terms of my first one? There it is.
Actually supposed to be.
Okay, so I see it. It's right there. Okay, so it is under my own. So it's almost like another level of the same matrix dropping down. That's my only question, because if I go deeper, see how I'm starting to get open. So where is this in the overall matrix is what I'm trying to understand.
You see, to actually see this visually is going to be impossible, because you're going to have a screen as wide as the ocean to be able to
yeah, tell me about it.
Spot. It's just not possible.
But I can work from my main one though and look and see where the gaps are to figure out where to fill. But I think to your point, if I just start pumping as many from the very top, then it fills automatically.
Yeah.
Which makes my life easier.
When you look at your first position, that's the position, that's where you start.
Right.
So your second position that's just below that is supposed to be in that first, because once you upgrade, or once you received enough to buy another position, that position falls, generally speaking, in your third level. So when you look at your original position and you look for that position ID in your matrix of that first position, you should find it there.
Got it. All right.
Even when you buy multiple positions, you will find those there in your original matrix.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, so I'm good with that. Wow. I don't know if I have anything else. All I know is I gotta just get busy. You know, at the end of the day, see, what my specialty is building a network and a team and a system. And then all I need to do is I try to empower my people with all the tools and training. So all we need to do is just go share this stuff, because it like sells itself, right? I mean, it's almost like as soon as people like, you know, they're like the lights come on and they're going, oh my God, this has so much potential. I just need to go find people. So let me see if I have any other questions over here. I don't want to spend much more time. It seems like it's 3:30. It's in the morning. You might as well have coffee and stay up the rest of the day. I don't know if you take like cat naps or what.
Not gonna bother me. No.
All right, let me see here. If you guys have any more questions, you want to raise your hand, you can ask it out, or you can type it. If you jump, Eddie has a question. If you jump your sponsor in a matrix, where are you placed? Yeah, so Eddie is asking if you, like, it could be even the 20 or the 100. If you buy another position, do you jump your matrix or jump your sponsor? Will you fall under a tree and then they finally upgrade? Will they jump down under them then, so that the sponsor line of sponsorship switches?
The line of sponsorship never changes in the tortoise matrix. You will find that on the frequently asked questions page, I specifically made note that people should talk to their sponsors or their upline before they go and join the ambitious matrix, simply because they run separately from each other. Okay, they're totally separate, and because you have the option to actually, once you have at least one position in the tortoise matrix, you can then go ahead and you can buy a position in the ambitious matrix. But again, we want people to learn the ethics of networking, and that is to first verify with your sponsor that they already have a position or are not interested in a position in the ambitious matrix. And the same will happen again if we use the lift of matrix. It's vitally important to me that people really do talk to their sponsors. Now, that's one of the things that I focused on in Zalfan, was to develop that interaction between sponsors and recruits, that they talk to each other. Now, the one thing that's in there is that you could look at all your recruits in the matrix and you could contact them all, but most people just use that to abuse the position and, you know, cross-recruit or bring people
So I emphasize I emphasize that on our meetings.
Limit that in this one.
Yeah. So I emphasize that on our meetings to make sure, especially with the ambitious, is that we're all kind of coming in through the front door of the 20 tortoise, and, you know, building a big, strong, and then you know, ultimately you can wait to earn and upgrade to 100. But if you want to jump and get to the 100, so all I say is it's an accelerator to a certain degree, because you're working with the same team, same system, same process, but you're enabling yourself to earn 5 times the amount of money. But before you do that, check with your sponsor, ask them, are you ready to go? If they're not ready to go, say, I'm going to go. Now, if they go after that person, they still fall, would they fall effectively under the person that jumped ahead of them?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, they would.
In that matrix.
I mean, it seems commonsensical. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, so we can't hold people back is what I'm getting down to. But you have to do it ethically. You have to ask. And if they say, yeah, I want to get in, thanks for asking, let me go ahead and upgrade. And then you have to wait, you know, half an hour through coin payments, right? To get approved. And then when that person comes in, then you automatically get a $100 payment and you're already on your way. Yeah, I'm already on like level 3 or 4 in the ambitious. So I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the leaders to come. And
No,
merge.
I think it's gonna really push it because there are some very strong leaders, and
Right.
they
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I normally have like 90-minute meetings 7 days a week, and we're almost at 90 minutes. So I don't want to take much more of your time or the team's time, but maybe if anyone else has anything else, this is your chance. Raise your hand, type a question. We covered quite a bit, and whew, I'm like questionless. I'm questioned out. Are there many people in the $100 yet? Rob asked. I know that our team, I want to say we have about 40 in the $100 ambitious on our team. Do you have a sense of how many as a company?
Currently, there's 105 users in Ambitious, and they
So we're half of
combined
those.
have 213 active positions.
213?
Yes, positions, 105 users, and
Got it.
213 positions.
Okay, so we're just scratching the surface. Because that's a lot of money in that situation. Let me tell you. All right, let me see if I have anything else for you, because you probably can drop off here shortly unless there's some burning question. And then team, if everyone just wants to hang out, I just want to give a couple quick updates. And then this is recorded. It'll be on YouTube and out to the team in about a couple hours. Really appreciate your time, Hans. Very excited. And then will you come back for a guest appearance every week or two? Every
Absolutely,
couple weeks?
yeah. If I'm invited, and get the questions ready, and we'll cover them off.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Need this.
Yeah, that'd be a great thing. Yeah, so you can have a good night. I think you can go.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you inviting me. And,
yeah, appreciate it, Hans.
Thank you all.
I'll be in touch.
Just fine. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. Wow. Whew. You guys have no idea. Maybe you do. You should have an idea if you're on this call. Because I've been in this business for 30 years. That guy is real. That guy doesn't mess around. Whoo, doggy. Let the Bitcoin flow, baby. Wow. So I started this, I got all kinds of things going, guys. We just updated the new training site, the new Wix page, the new, we have meetings 7 nights a week. I've got a new form now. When people want to piff in, they have this Google form. It's like, I sign up people myself. So all you do is get someone that wants to come in with the co-op, and they put their name and email and Bitcoin, and I sign them up in the system, and I pay for them, and they get an email from crypto. They're already in. I've already did like 15 or 20 of these just in the last 12 hours. I'm starting to pump people in this business. You have no idea. And if we get another 100 people, just that, or 200, the floodgates are going to open. Hans just said this week he's going to start introducing it to all his leaders. Oh my effing. Whew. And then Mildred, you asked about testimonials. Testimonials, you probably want to get it in really concise. Anyone has testimonials whatsoever, I'm going to post a social media proof of testimonials on my timeline. And everyone's going to go in and say, yeah, I put in 20, I've made 200, I put in 20, I made it 500, I put in 20, I made 80, whatever it is. We're going to have a big string that's going to be going out every couple days on my timeline and my following, and then in the groups, and then we're going to share it in the groups. Can you spell viral? And then money will there'll be so much friggin' Bitcoin flowing, it'll be ridiculous. Right? It's taken me like 3 weeks to build this vision and system, and I tell you, it's coming to fruition. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Wow. And then I don't even know what else to say. So we're almost at 90 minutes. I'm going to put this in the can. I'll get it out on YouTube. I'll get it to the groups. Next thing you guys want to do, high heat, emergency, pull the fire alarm. Every single person you know that's in Bitcoin, that's a friend of yours, you got to see this. Tell them, you got to see this. You got to get in. It's only $20. We just talked to the CEO. He's going to bring in thousands of people. You have the training site to introduce them to. We have a co-op. You need a paid sign up. Remember you start talking about everyone get 2? Really, you only need 1, but let's try to get 2. And then we all should focus on what I was talking with my leaders, Rob, tonight. Everyone has 1 or 2 friends. If you don't have 1 or 2 friends, you better start making friends in Bitcoin, right? Go to your friends in Bitcoin and say, you have no idea. And then guess what? I'm going to give you the recording. Watch this. You just start sharing that video we just did with the CEO of the company. And it's like the beginning of friggin' Apple or Google, guys. It's like talking to Elon Musk. And he's telling his vision of the Tesla automobile. You know what I'm saying? It's that friggin' big, guys. Because guess what? Bitcoin is like skipping on the ground at 8,800, 8,700. It's a effing joke. You're going to wait for Bitcoin to go to 20K, you're going to have gray hair. I mean, it may actually happen by the end of this year. Don't get me wrong. You see what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God. I brought in 200 people. I'm going to bring 200 more in this week alone, probably. You have no idea. And anything you need, it's all there. We have the team system, the funnel, the training, and live meetings 7 days a week. And we're going to invite Hans back in about 10 days when he starts giving us more updates. When he was walking through the matrix, and the guy's a freaking genius. Supreme leader. And if I can learn anything from that guy, that's my mission, right? That's what I always teach. Find someone that's super effing successful and do what they kind of do and want to do what they do. And hang out with them. Make sense? And you friggin' become successful by osmosis. You're like their posse. All right, I got to go. I'm so fired up I can't even think straight. And then all this other noise, white noise online, all this other, all the little money games and scamorama and the haters, it's so laughable, seriously. Because when we know that we're building like an empire, right? Game over. You'll see in a month, 2 months, people be rolling and people be coming to you and you haven't talked to for years. All right, what's up? See you guys knocking it out of the park. I'm ready to go. All right, and I won't forget to call my mom. You're right. I can call her right now, in fact. I got to run. I got to call mom, see what's going on. And then, man, so excited. All right, so I'll get this out to you guys. Now, when you shut this thing off, you may want to go have a drink, or if you don't drink, you may just want to like be happy and be excited, be fired up, and start thinking of a game plan and say, how can I go find some people? How can I go help people get into this? Because I know how effing good it's going to be. Excuse my French, I didn't even swear. But you see what I'm saying? You gotta think that way, because that's the only way you're going to be successful online is you need to corral more people in. How you corral them in? You just share the love. You share the excitement. You share the benefits. You share the value. You share. You share with enough, they will sell themselves. They'll come in and go, you know what? Thank you for sharing this with me. This is amazing. And when this Zoom goes out on the wire and you share it with your people and they watch it, some will get it, some won't. Don't want to worry about the ones that don't get it. We work with the ones that get it. And we build an empire. We build a network. All right. Peace, guys. Love you. Appreciate your effort. I'm here 15 hours a day, 7 days a week. Man, I'm going to blow this thing up. You're either coming with me or you're going to watch it happen. It's what it's going to come down to. All right. Peace.